The bigger important part is to make sure you're passionate and make sure you choose something that can actually have a career.
So you want to be a YouTuber starting out?
Yeah.
What do you need to make a YouTube video? Cell phone?
Hello. Awkward silence.
Now this is the place to work!
Oh my god, it works. Guys, it actually works.
Today we are heading to Kitchener, Ontario for two reasons. One, if you remember, I purchased a land development deal with Greybrook Capital, so I'm going to check out the site. This is a future site to about 252 townhomes and condominiums. Number two, we're going to go and hang out with the HackSmith. HackSmith has invited me down so I can check out their place. There's one other reason I'm gonna go there. I do need to grab a couple of these. Oh, and by the way, I've been working on my new office space here. It came out pretty nice, right? My 3D printer is in there and things like that. Still gotta put in an overhead LED, but it's coming together quite nicely. Oh, and I will be filming as well in this Insta360 1X camera. I've used this twice now. Actually, I've used it 3 times. Here's a segment from the boating trip that I went on. And here's a clip of when I used it in an interview.
What happens when you get dismissed or fired? What's the first thing that you as the employee should do?
Marcin, you have to remember that getting fired for a lot of people is a very traumatic and frustrating experience.
We are in the vicinity of Tony Stark Industries here in Kitchener-Waterloo. We're going to be meeting the one and only Tony Stark, aka James Hobson, and Pepper, aka Ian Hillier. Okay, maybe he's not Pepper because he's a lot taller.
How big are your hands?
I don't understand.
So this is their new location, very secret. I can't give away the full address, but I know it's big. Am I going the wrong way? Am I going the right way? Can't tell. All right, James and Ian, you guys are definitely hidden. All right, so get ready to meet James and Ian. Ian.
Nice to meet you.
Marcin, nice to meet you, man.
You as well.
Hey, what's up, man? Good to see you. Videos, like, you know, you look like Captain America, like for sure.
So won't the real Slim Shady please stand up? Please stand up. Please stand up.
And this is the new. Oh yes, that's right.
And the Elysium exoskeleton was what really grew the channel, which is when I quit my job.
Okay.
Making $100 a month.
We have fun with the fun prototyping stage.
Right.
That never has to go to market. Eventually, we want to sell something.
So we're going to be putting all the projects in here. We're going to have a little gift shop area that's all merch, t-shirts and comic covers and...
Now this is the place to work!
Hello. Awkward silence. Alright, so we're here at the HackSmith Industries main office. So this is where all the magic happens. What is your most prized invention?
No one's ever asked it that way. They usually ask, like, what's your favorite project?
If I offered you $1 million, you would not part with it. 50,000.
Alright, now we're getting into the realm of, like, yeah. A lot of the projects we can recreate, it's just we don't have time or, like, the ability to.
Yeah.
I'd say one of the ones I would really not want to make again would be Stormbreaker. It took a very long time to make, and it is completely unique. Even if I tried making it again, it wouldn't be exactly the same. So I'd probably put that up there.
Wouldn't it be faster to make it the second time?
It would be.
Right.
There's still a lot of man hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's hundreds and hundreds of man hours. And now that we're running a business, that's some serious coin just in labor costs.
My favorite project is the Red Hunt rebar crossbow.
Now it's time to test our highly experimental weapon for killing head crabs.
Can we look at all your toys here?
Some
So
are
not all the toys are here yet.
Okay.
A lot of them actually still back at the original shop.
Okay.
Like I said, we're painting the studio
Yeah.
area right now. Once it's done, we're gonna start bringing stuff over.
Do you ever get any safety people contacting you saying this is wrong and
Sometimes, yeah.
like, you know? What's the craziest accident that's
When we were
happened?
first building the first revision of the lightsaber, we had a little fire.
Okay.
And honestly, it was a little fire. It wasn't a big deal. We dealt with it. We used a fire extinguisher, but we used a chemical fire extinguisher. And if you ever use a chemical fire extinguisher, don't. Carbon dioxide ones are much nicer because you can clean them up afterwards. Chemical ones, yellow smoke, really gross, powder everywhere, nasty, choked to death, blah blah blah. Anyways, we opened the
The
garage
fire
door.
this big, it wasn't creating any smoke. It filled the garage with
Wow.
nasty yellow powder.
So then the smoke came out of the garage, and then some bystander saw like smoke coming out of the garage, and they called 911.
Okay.
We dealt with the fire, we closed the garage door, everything was fine. And then police cruiser shows up, 3 fire trucks, chief of fire, everything. And they're like, there's a call, blah blah. And we're like, oh, we explained this. And in the driveway, you can kind of see the charred remains of the electrical thing that was on fire. And we're like, yeah, that's the thing on fire. The funny thing was, there was a giant pile of lithium polymer batteries next to it.
Okay.
Are you familiar with them?
Yeah.
RC hobby batteries.
Yeah.
So they like to explode.
Did they?
No. But the fact was, the firefighters didn't even know what they were.
Wow.
If they knew what they were, they would have been like, holy crap, you guys almost had like a big problem.
Yeah.
But they didn't know what they were.
Tax dollars at work.
The next day, an auditor came by to make sure we had like fire alarms and fire extinguishers in the garage,
Wow.
which we did,
Alright.
and it was fine. But it was just like, it was kind of scary because it's just like, yes, we're one of the few people who would have mass quantities of those batteries.
Right.
But they are very common in hobby. Like, lots of people have these.
They just don't know
in
them.
their house and
Yeah.
whatnot for like RC cars, RC planes and
Mhm.
whatnot, and they're the squishy kind of battery,
Yeah.
like that kind of looks like a pouch. When they start expanding, that's when like they're dangerous.
Is that what happened when the Google phone started exploding? Like the polymer?
Samsung phone?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So they're just gonna explode and then
yeah,
boom.
they'll
the poly-
expand.
Imagine that, but the battery is bigger than the phone.
Okay. How did you come up with HackSmith?
So it's a play on words. Basically, as you can imagine, blacksmith. There's the anvil.
Okay.
Hacksmith is kind of like jack of all trades.
Or like you're hacking something.
So we're a 21st century version of a blacksmith.
And industries is taken from 20s.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
But the big idea was back in the day, a blacksmith was the engineer, the tool maker, the fixer, the guy who did everything. Before all these different fields came out,
Yeah.
they were kind of like the jack of all trades. It's kind of paying homage to the original blacksmiths who helped basically make the first tool. you
Right.
know?
What's the craziest story do you guys have here that's happened, if you can share it?
I mean, there's a few. I mean, the rocket batarang to the face 2 weeks ago, that was pretty fun. And Ian, can you grab the batarang from the side? Let's see, where did I put it? What happened was, we finished building it,
Ooh.
and we took it to a nearby field to test it.
Right.
We had it all ready, armed it, threw it, nothing happened. We
Uh-huh.
collected it, we brought it back to the shop, we looked at it. Oh, one of the wire leads broke.
Yeah.
Okay, no problem. I'll fix it. So I soldered the wire back together. Looked good. We kept looking at it. It's like, oh, that switch looks pretty mangled too. Maybe we should fix that. And I'm like, oh, let's just let's arm it to see if the arming switch still works.
Yeah.
Completely forgetting that the rockets were in there, live, ready to go. And when I flipped the switch, I wasn't holding the dead man switch, which you hold before you throw it.
Okay. So this is
So
the clip.
literally, before anyone can stop me. So you're looking at the switch right there. Says the other YouTuber. That's Jared Savall.
Whoa! Don't try this at home.
So I'll open the actual original footage. So literally, when it ignited, it
Whoa.
flew out of my hand and rolled over
It
there.
just missed your face.
That's crazy. The batarang missed my face. The rockets hit my face. They literally
they did.
all the way across. I closed my eye in time, but I had singed eyelashes. This was singed, and I had burn marks across my. I was close to becoming like Two-Face. And literally, my first reaction afterwards was like, "You were filming that, right?" But he had just put the camera down. And then my next question was, "Am I bleeding?"
Wow.
I knew I wasn't like grossly injured because I could see still. And yeah. So the funny thing is, like, yeah, accidents happen.
What do you look for in it?
Maker experience.
Which?
Maker experience. So like at-home projects, things like that. I mean, you
If you've never done a project before, we're not here to teach you the absolute basics.
So as long as you know how to build Lego, you guys are set.
A bit more than Lego.
Technics.
Owning a 3D printer is a big positive.
Yeah.
building your own 3D printer.
That's like next level.
Or we had one co-op who built his own mini coil gun, and he brought it to the.
What's a coil gun?
It uses electromagnetic force to accelerate a metal projectile. He literally brought a little thing that shot a little metal slug through a pop can at a university interview that we had, and we're like, "You want to build a bigger version of that?"
Wow.
He's like, "Yes." So he built a bigger version of that.
Wow. So what do you guys tell all the parents out there who have kids that want to be YouTubers? Knowing that you guys graduated, right?
Yeah.
I graduated as well. So, but what do you guys want to tell
School
them?
is definitely important, but your passions are more important, whether or not you're actually doing something you truly want to. There's too many kids who just go to university because they've been brainwashed. Oh, you go to university, you get a job. And the problem is high school guidance counselors continue pursuing that. Oh, you go to university.
Yeah.
You can look this up for any university.
Uh-huh.
Do the programs have graduate success rates?
Yeah. They usually have higher hiring. They have hiring statistics for graduates.
Exactly.
I don't know if those
Do
are fake or
kids
not.
look at those in high school?
No.
No.
But they
So then you get a degree for this random thing that there are no jobs for. The bigger important part is to make sure you're passionate and make sure you choose something that can actually have a career.
Right. And what about the kids? If the kids are there, say they're 9, 10 years old watching, what should they do?
start now. So you want to be a YouTuber, start now.
Yeah.
What do you need to make a YouTube video? Cell phone.
Right.
If you want to be a mountain biker, mountain bike. If you want to be an artist, start trying. Whatever it is, start now to get your 10,000 hours started. To be an expert, you generally do 10,000 hours of something. Right?
Yeah.
That's kind of the definition of an expert.
Master.
So, master.
Yeah.
This is a rather old thing, but it used to be like to become a master at Kung Fu.
Uh-huh.
It's like 10,000 hours of training. Like
Oh.
dedicating your life to it for like 5 years straight or whatever it is.
Is that what that is?
For us, that doesn't really matter. We're not masters of anything. We're jack of all trades. We're
Right.
good at a bunch of different things. But if your passion is one thing, you should focus on that one thing and become the best you can at that thing. Either way, we have millions of fans who started making things like 5-10 years before I started making things. And I've had this much success, but I didn't even start when I was a kid.
Right.
Like I only started making things maybe when I was like 16 or so.
What was the first thing you ever made?
Chainmail, jewelry.
Oh.
I used to make, that was my first business, like 16 actually. I was called the Chainmail Kid. And I made chainmail jewelry and bracelets.
So you're always a go-getter. What about you, Ian? Do you remember the first thing you ever made? Like what?
I made a whole bunch of Lego things. But, first metal project I did was made a can crusher. I just found scrap metal and welded it together into a pop can.
How old were you?
Grade 7.
Well, there you guys have it. Follow your passion is the moral of the story. And if your parents tell you to go to school, tell them, just look at the HackSmith.